Rebekah Gould was a 22-year-old, outgoing, spunky college student. Her dad describes her as sort of adventuresome and a little bit rebellious.
Rebekah had a bright future ahead of her, but then she disappeared. Missing for several days, an officer checked the home where Rebekah had been staying.
When he initially went in the trailer, he didn't really see much that was out of place. Rebekah wasn't there. Then he went back in the house and did a more thorough search, and he found the mattress was flipped, and once he looked underneath, there was a large blood stain on the underside of that mattress. There was bloody pillows stuffed under the bed, and then he found bedding in the washer.
Then, an even more gruesome discovery, Rebekah's lifeless body found in a ditch.
Rebekah had injuries to her nose causing a nasal fracture, as well as multiple fractures to the left side of her head. This was determined to be her cause of death.
Paul Holes is a former cold case investigator and co-host of the podcast The Murder Squad, which has covered this case.
If I've got an offender that is cleaning up this residence and has put the bloody sheets in the washing machine, that suggests that that offender has a close connection to that residence, either lives there or frequents that location.
The person sharing the trailer was never charged, but the killer did leave behind some clues.
The two biggest clues, I think, in this case are the fact that Rebekah's body was removed from the primary crime scene, from the murder scene, and that the killer made attempts to clean that murder scene. A stranger to a home does not worry about their victim falling on the floor and bleeding on the floor and cleaning it up. They do not take the immense risk of loading a body into their vehicle, driving somewhere with it, and then having to unload it again. So, we can almost positively say that Rebekah knew her killer very well and that they had a close personal relationship. And I think there's days where her father just wants to throw in the towel. And so I'm glad that we can provide some support for him and kind of be his backup cheerleaders on those days, because as a parent of a murdered child, I can't even begin to imagine the anguish that he's dealing with after this much time and no answers.
And breaking news in the case over the weekend, a suspect was arrested and charged with murder. Investigators said the suspect was from Texas and visiting Izard County, where Rebekah Gould was staying at the time of her murder.